Good day, guys. Well, just in the shop today tinkering around, and I currently don't have catch poles, so that is what I'm making today. If you guys want to see how I did it, stay tuned. Okay, as far as catch poles go, I've never owned one, I've never made one, so this is kind of a learning process for me. I got this pole from a buddy of mine. It's just galvanized steel is what it is. And I cut it in two chunks. This first chunk is 6 foot, I believe, and the other one's 4.5 foot. So my first one, I used 1/8 inch cable, drilled a hole, I guess about an inch from the end, and I ran it from the outside going in, and then I used the stopper. It's just a double ferrule. Ideally, I would like to have a single ferrule, but that's all I have on hand or with me, so that is why I used it that way. I originally ran it where both pieces of the cable or ends of the cable were going in here, and then I put the ferrule on the outside, and I didn't like how it laid when I extended it. This lays a lot nicer, so that's why I switched it and changed it that way. So I'll kind of show you. So that's how I drilled it, just an inch in, and I got a double ferrule in there. Ideally, like I said, I'd like to use singles, and then for my other end, I just put a stopper on double ferrule again. And what I did is I cut a slot in here. Knowing now I shouldn't have cut the slot so deep, I should have left it a little more shallow. And what I did is I ran ferrules on here, and that'll be my locks. So then I can safely put it around the animal's neck and lock it in, and then you can safely handle the animal. So I did a few different increments. I tried to look up diameter sizes as far as fox and coyote and stuff like that. Never found anything, so basically what I did is I eyeballed the loop, what I thought might be correct, and then that's when I hammered my ferrule in as my lock. So this is all going to be kind of trial and error and see. The shorter catch pole, I built it the exact same way, except I used 5/64 cable. So, and the reason I put this hole back an inch, this one might be a hair more than an inch, is just my idea behind it. I don't know if it'll work. Is when I put the animal's head in, as long as he cooperates, that'll sit on the back of his head, right behind the skull, and hopefully be able to handle him properly and safely, I guess. And with this one, I put a few extra ferrules on, just so that in case I make the loop a little smaller. Obviously, all the animals are going to have kind of close size necks as far as coyotes go or as far as fox go, but they are going to vary. Like a big male fox might be different than a young female fox. So that's kind of how I did it. The other thing I did differently, I guess, on this one is here's my slot for my lock. I drilled my other end, my loose end, right below it, where on the bigger cable I drilled it kind of on the side, I guess. So here's my slot, and here's my stopper. I think if I did it again, I'd do it below. It just seems like it'll work good, but it seems like it lays pretty nice. So hopefully this will work. For anybody that's out there that has made these, used these, or anything, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, if I need to change something or if I need to do something differently. Like I said, I've never used them. I've never even seen them before. I've just seen kind of pictures or videos of them before, but I've never seen one in person. The other thing I have seen is their coated cable. And I guess the only coated cable really that I know of is, say, like a laundry line, I guess, is coated, stuff like that. And I was looking, I have some old vacuum hose from my old Chevy Blazer, and what I was going to do, I can't find it, but what I was going to do, if I do find it, is see if the cable will fit inside it, and then just run the vacuum line around there just so it's a little bit softer of a catch, I guess. The reason I'm building these is I'm planning on running footholds a little bit earlier this year, I guess, than I did last year. And our fox season won't be open. So that will have to be a released animal because it's obviously non-target catch. The other thing is I usually don't trap or snare around farmyards that have dogs or where I'm going to potentially catch a dog. But if something ever happens that I do need to catch a dog and he's excited and worked up, at least this will give me a chance to be able to release him, hopefully unharmed. It'll keep him safe, it'll keep me safe. So yeah, I'm going to try him out. Like I said, my increments might be wrong. I never measured them, I just kind of eyeballed the end of the loop to what I thought would be sufficient. And once I get my first couple animals, however I acquire them, whether it's snaring or footholds, I'll do some tests on it and kind of see where they're sitting versus, because the increments on the smaller pole, the increments are tighter, so it should be closer, I guess, than the big ones. And if they seem to work pretty good, what I'm going to do is I'll mark them on the cables. I'll chisel those ferrules off because they're kind of bulky and they've got that lip on them, and I might run into a little bit of trouble with that. And then I'll just put singles on and it'll be a lot smoother, a lot nicer, I think. So, okay guys, well, I'll be looking forward to the comments, see what you guys think, and if any of you guys have any experience with it. So, okay guys, thanks for watching. Till the next time.